remember that they're changing my voice. So remember I was telling you they like to control dating, and they're trying to make me offers or something, but I'll never sell out. So I came across a CNN video, and keep in mind I don't always see these videos right when they come out. It was from 12 hours ago, so about yesterday, about 9 o'clock yesterday, 8:30, at night. I was actually laying down feeling sick in my room, and a lot of times I haven't been able to go out down the road to the service spot recently, so I don't watch a lot of videos. I do watch a little bit. I get a tiny bit of service at my house. But anyway, so this female who I've never seen on CNN before, I don't think, and I watch CNN clips all the time, every day. Pretty much I watch a CNN clip, and I watch Fox and MSNBC, and I try to see what's going on. And anyway, she looked like a black version of my ex-fiance. My ex-fiance originally told me that she was actually part Igbo, my tribe, and then later she kind of took it back and said that she's sorry that she lied and so on and so forth, and that she's part Italian, part Greek, which I do believe she is. But mixed in that is that Igbo, and so the CNN anchor is probably an African American or something, or CNN news analyst or whatever her job is, and she's mixed with Igbo, as many of them are. And some Igbos, not all, have this sort of look in their eye, and it's connected to Egypt, right? The Hathor look, the goddess of love, right? In some versions, a consort of Horus, as is Neith. And Hathor, right, is a play on words for hate, whore, and whore is a play on words for Horus. It also is a play on words for females who are whores, prostitutes, harlots. You have the word har, another word for whore, Horus, in the Bible, what have you, right? Harlot, harlot, whore, Horus. Okay, so they basically want females like that to hate me for being righteous and for not being materialistic. And okay, so they basically want females like that to hate me and anyone who's like me for being righteous and insisting on true love. Because again, Greeks, right, erotic desire, eros, right? Eros is similar to the word eri, and eros is Cupid's Greek equivalent as a deity of love. And he's the son of Aphrodite, and Cupid is the son of Venus. And they're just basically, Greek and Roman deities that are each other's counterparts, right? Eros and Cupid, Aphrodite and Venus. And so, part of this is basically a bunch of white supremacists, Jewish supremacists, LGBT supremacists, Satanists in general from every race. It's the masses of the people in the world, really, at this point, especially when you're in California. People from all over the world are Satanists here, and it's very, very clear. And it's all over the country, all over the world. Anyway, so they're harassing me because they know that I'm the greatest embodiment of Christ, right? Of an anointed king. Okay, I'm the Son of God, the one God set apart, the Christos, the anointed. And as such, as God is loved, that I'm the greatest embodiment of heterosexual and romantic love. And so if you're a white supremacist or a Jewish supremacist or a token minority or a thug with no higher cause or a human trafficker or pimp or prostitute, there's so many people that don't like me. You're materialistic. You're some kind of worm that thinks people should put materialism over righteousness. If you're somebody who's very proud, ethnocentric person, tribalist person, racial supremacist, false pride person, that you don't like me because I confound your philosophy, right? Show you up, as they say. Show you up, right? Who's more good looking, right? Handsome, hand of God. Sum total. So I thought that would, this is a very important thing. Keep in mind, a few videos back, I just finished the Young Noble part 2 right before this video. I'm here in Tennant Station. Okay. There's a heavy wind here, so it's easier to think, easier to talk, right? The fumes are being blown away. And speaking of that, Set is the deity of storms, wind, chaos, confusion, what have you. And just like Apollo, there's plagues and medicine. Apollo plagues people and also deals in medicine and technology and knowledge, right? Apollo is Apollyon, the destroyer in the Bible, because he destroys people with plagues and technology, the plagues in Revelation, what have you. So I kind of lost my train of thought here. I guess I'm gonna have to leave it there, but I think that this picture I came across recently where it says the Air Force wants neural weapons to overwhelm enemy minds. Now you think about the enemy of what? The enemy of the state, right? The state of being, the state of the nation. But it's unconstitutional to persecute people for their religion, or for criticizing the government, or even, the belief system in the government. Here I see an American flag thing on the ground here on the tan bark. But anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna have to leave it there. There was like something else I wanted to say. Well, I was talking about how they want to turn these women against me, right? Because I'm righteous, I insist on true love, and I've been shunned. Right? The word shun is like the word son. I've gone over that before. And S-U-N is like S-O-N. The S-O-N-N-E in German is the word for son. S-U-N. And the word son is news spelled backwards. And also you get the word noose, which goes back to the hanging, right? Okay, so the hone G, people are hung for not honing G in the order of the satanic order of the world. And the G, again, is the earth deity, the G-E, which is also egg backwards, which also go back to Hegeseth, right? Egg set, the opposite of Horus, and he's the head of the Defense Department or something. It all comes together a certain way, right? The Navy, the knave, right? The villain, E, right? The army, the arm, E, right? Of the E, evil, E-vi-L, right? Sissy, fatties, shady, sketchy, freaky, and word, nutty, loony. There's PTSD, and so I'm not trying to insult the military, what have you, but this is just, the fact of the matter. And the Air Force, the police force, and they're forcing people to live a certain way, which affects their dating, and they force people to kind of be gold diggers like they did in Greece and Rome. Well, I'm going over time here.